5. Cape Town. South Africa. Cape Town is one of Africa's most multicultural cities, making it an essential stop on your trip there, and has successfully combined its African identity with its European heritage. The riot of color in its picturesque houses is its main draw. Like its surroundings, which are almost entirely made of nature. We can find large hills with a lot of vegetation, as well as beaches with clear water, like Simon's Town, with penguin colonies, or a seal island, Hout Bay. Some of the country's best vineyards can also be found very close to the city. Many anti-apartheid leaders were born in Cape Town, which is still remembered in its history. In fact, Nelson Mandela delivered the speech that heralded the beginning of a new era in this city. 4. Prague, Czech Republic. This enchanting city is one of the most beautiful in Europe, not only because of its architecture, but also because it has a special affinity for art. It has produced exceptional writers, musicians, and filmmakers who are responsible for giving the city its bohemian feel. It has been compared to Paris numerous times in this regard. We can be transported to another era thanks to its medieval atmosphere. Some of the treasures that delight the city's growing number of annual visitors include its old town, the Charles Bridge, and its astronomical clock. 3. St. Petersburg, Russia, known as the Venice of the North, because of its canals and more than 300 bridges, is home to the extravagant palaces that were left over from the Tsar's empire. St. Petersburg's architecture makes it one of the world's most beautiful cities. But there's more to it than that. An open-air museum that is obscured by snow during the winter is this former Russian capital, whose streets and squares witnessed some of the bloodiest episodes in the country's history. Its cathedrals, palaces, and other structures with their vibrant colors stand out on their own. In addition to housing some of the world's finest works of art, the Hermitage Museum gives visitors access to Romanov dynasty halls. Nevsky is the city's most lively area, where life is anything but static. The universal St. Petersburg communication channel that focuses on its most cutting-edge buildings. 2. Dubrovnik, Croatia, was heavily bombed during the Balkan War, making it one of the cities that suffered the most. This European city has managed to regain its ancient beauty in spite of its wounds. This ancient city, known as the Pearl of the Adriatic, is behind a wall and stands out for its significance in the arts and sciences. We enter an ochre-colored city with a unique atmosphere that blends art and tradition. Knights, fishermen, thieves, kings, and merchants once walked its streets. Many of the ancient craftsmen's homes have been turned into galleries, workshops, or small shops in recent years. This city's beauty has inspired shows like Game of Thrones, which have used it as a stage during each of its seasons. However, this is one of the world's most beautiful cities even without the cinema. 1. Kyoto, Japan. It appears that time has stopped in Kyoto. This ancient capital of Japan combines more contemporary neighborhoods with the charm of a traditional city whose residents still wear kimonos. It is one of the few Japanese cities that didn't get bombed during World War II, so its architecture and history are almost unaltered. Kyoto, which is on the island of Honshu, is regarded as Japan's cultural and film capital. There are more than 1,600 Buddhist temples, 400 Shinto shrines, ancient imperial villas, film studios, and more than 200 gardens that are regarded as the most beautiful in the nation because of their diverse flora. Because his university is also one of Japan's most important, the atmosphere is not lacking.